I shut down my $265,000 a month coaching business, fired my 12-person team, and built a $100,000 a month subscription business with one VA, 70% profit margins, and zero sales calls. And in this video, I'm going to share exactly why I shut down my high ticket business, why I moved to a subscription model, and how the whole thing works so you can implement this into your business immediately. Now, look, I know that sounds crazy. Why would anyone shut down a business doing $265,000 a month? Well, by the end of this video, you're going to understand exactly why. And more importantly, you're going to see why the model that you're probably running right now is slowly killing you, even if the revenue looks good on paper. Now, I'm not going to teach you how to scale your high ticket offer or close more sales calls or even hire a setter to fill your calendar. That's what everyone else is teaching. And honestly, that's the trap. What I'm going to show you is something completely different, a way to build recurring revenue that pays you every single week, whether you show up or not, without sales calls, without a big team eating your margins, and without waking up on the first of every month, stressed out of your mind, wondering where your next client is coming from. This is the Subscription Vortex, and it's the exact opposite of everything you've been taught about scaling a coaching business. So if you're a coach or a consultant doing at least $10,000 a month and you're tired of the grind, you're tired of the sales calls, and you're tired of the monthly reset, then stick with me until the end, because I guarantee that this is going to change the way that you think and operate about your entire business. Now, before we dive in, let me be real about who this is for and who this is not for. This video is specifically for coaches and consultants who are already doing $10,000 to $30,000 per month or more. You know, you've got a proven offer, you've signed clients before, you've got testimonials, you know how to sell, but you're stuck. You're stuck on the hamster wheel. You're stuck on sales calls. You're stuck chasing the next client just to keep the lights on. You're stuck in a business that was supposed to give you freedom, but somehow turned into a prison. If that's you, keep watching. This is going to click for you in a big way. But if you're brand new, if you haven't hit $10,000 a month yet, if you don't have a proven offer, this isn't for you. Not yet. You're not ready to implement what I'm about to show you. And honestly, you'd probably just waste your time. And if you're looking for some get-rich-quick hack or some magic button that's going to make you a millionaire overnight without doing any work, go watch someone else's video. That's not what this is. This is for serious operators who are ready to build something real, something that compounds, something that actually gives you your life back. Cool? Let's get into it. So real quick, who am I and why should you listen to me? My name's Dan Suckling. I've been in the online coaching space for nearly 10 years. I built my first business, an online fitness coaching company, to $80,000 a month with 445 clients on board. Then I made the big mistake that most coaches make. I thought bigger was better. I scaled another business to $265,000 a month with a 12-person team, setters, closers, coaches, ops people, the whole thing. And on paper, it looked like I made it. But in reality, I wanted to drive into the ocean. I'm not joking, I was miserable. Payroll stress, team drama, sales calls stacked back to back, revenue that looked impressive on paper, but disappeared the second I stopped grinding. So I burnt it all down, I sold the business, and I moved to Bali. And I rebuilt everything using a subscription model and started a business called Fit Pro University and scaled it to $100,000 a month at 70% profit with one VA, zero sales calls, and working a few hours a day from my villa with my wife. Now I run Subscription Kings, where I teach the exact model. No sales calls, no team headache, no waking up on the first of the month in a panic. And that's what I'm about to show you how to build today. So let's talk about what's actually going on with your business right now. If you're like most coaches, doing anywhere from $10,000 to $30,000 plus per month, you're probably running some version of the high ticket model. You've got an offer priced somewhere between $2,000 and $10,000 or more. You're getting on sales calls to close clients, discovery calls, demo calls, whatever you want to call them. And every month you grind, you chase leads, you book calls, you close a few clients, and you have a decent month. Then the first of the month rolls around and guess what? You're back to zero. All that work you did last month, gone. You have to go find it all over again. That's the high ticket hamster wheel and it's exhausting. But here's what nobody talks about, and this is the part that actually matters. When you're selling high ticket, you're getting paid upfront, and that feels good. Big cash injection, screenshots for Instagram, celebration time. But what's happening on the other side? You're incurring recurring expenses. Every new client means more fulfillment, more support, more time. And if you're scaling, that means more team members, closers, setters, coaches, customer success people. So now you've got payroll every single month, whether you close new clients or not. You're not stacking recurring revenue, you're actually stacking recurring costs. So if you can see this red line here, this is your revenue. It's going up, and then you hit a record month and you're like, wow, I need to hire some more staff, some more infrastructure, right? So you incur more expenses and that kind of stabilizes. And then you have a bad month and now you're in the red zone, right? So now you're actually in the negative. You're not starting from zero every month. You're actually starting in the red, which means you're not actually starting from zero each month. One bad month and you're underwater. Two bad months and you're panicking. Three bad months and you're liquidating. I've seen this happen to so many coaches. They scale to 30K, 50K, even 100K a month with high ticket, and then one slow month wipes them out because their expenses didn't stop when their sales did. And the guru is teaching you to scale with a team. They aren't telling you this because they're stuck in the same trap. They just have better marketing. Now look, I'm not saying high ticket is evil. I've ran that model before. It works. You can make a lot of money with it. But let's be honest about what it actually costs you. On the left, you've got the traditional high ticket model. Let's look at what that actually looks like in reality. So you've got sales calls to close clients, hours on Zoom convincing strangers to pay you, revenue resets to zero every month. If you have a bad month, you're in the red. Big team eating your margins, setters, closers, ops, 20 to 30% profit margins. If you're lucky, you are the bottleneck. Nothing moves unless you do it yourself. Fulfillment that doesn't scale. More clients equals more of your time, energy, and effort. Copying competitors in a red ocean. Everyone's got the same ads, the same hooks, the same offers as everyone else. Stacking stupid guarantees and stuff like that. High stress and constant anxiety. One bad month and you're underwater. Calendar packed with one-on-one calls. You've got coaching calls, sales calls, check-in calls, onboarding calls. And you probably feel like a bit of a used car salesman, begging, persuading, trying to convince people on sales calls, doing whatever it takes to close. Now let's look at the right side with the subscription model. There are no sales calls needed because people sign up through the automated funnel. Recurring revenue that compounds weekly, so last month's subscribers are still paying you. You can run this solo or with just one VA, which means 70% profit margins, and you keep what you make. The system runs without you, so the funnel converts, payments process, and this all happens on autopilot. Fulfillment scales infinitely, so the courses, the community, the group calls, you can serve 10 or 1,000 people the exact same way. You're in a category of one with inversion positioning, so you're unique, you're differentiated, and there is no competition. You have peace of mind and stability, which is a big one. Recurring revenue is still there, even if you have a slow week. The group delivery and the community support, you can serve many and leverage your time, and obviously you're going to be positioned as the obvious choice, and people come to you pre-sold and ready, and there is no convincing because it is such a mouth-watering, stupid, ridiculous Godfather offer. Same amount of effort, completely different outcome. All right, so let me show you exactly how this works. This here is the Subscription Vortex. At the top, you've got traffic. So you've got three sources. We've got paid ads, organic content, and your existing assets, which is followers, email list, etc. Each of these angles are driving people directly to a VSL, a video sales letter, like what you're watching right now. This video does all the heavy lifting. It educates, it builds trust, it handles objections, it pre-sells them on the model. And by the time someone finishes watching this, they already know if they want in or not. You don't have to convince anyone. From that VSL, they hit a call to action to start a free 7-day trial. They go to a simple checkout page, they sign up for your subscription, $97 a week, easy. But here's where it gets spicy. Right after they sign up, they hit your upsell sequence, one-time offers, add-ons, things that complement what they just bought. And this is how you liquidate your ad spend. Let me explain what that means because this is very important. Let's say you spend $100 to acquire a subscriber. That subscriber is now paying you $97 a week. So within 1 week, you've almost already made your money back. But if 30% of those subscribers take an upsell worth $200 or $500, now you're profitable on day one. The subscription revenue, that's pure profit every single week, and it's compounding. That's why this model prints money. Now let me show you the other pieces that make this work. So we have the retargeting matrix right here. This is a 4-part omnipresence system. Once somebody enters your world, they see you everywhere. You become the obvious choice in your niche because you become impossible to ignore. Then down here, we have the automated referral offer. This turns your subscribers into your sales team. They refer friends, they get rewarded, and now you've got subscribers bringing you more subscribers without you having to do anything. Then we have the ecosystem. This is where you bolt on additional offers to increase your average order value. SaaS products, one-to-one consulting, done-for-you services, whatever makes sense for your business. The subscription is the front door. The ecosystem is how you create stupid money. One offer, one funnel, multiple revenue streams, all compounding and all automated. That is the Subscription Vortex funnel. And the reason why this works so well is because the offer is insanely good, right? So there's zero risk or friction. You're creating omnipresence in the background to position yourself as the category king in your market. This is what I call a Godfather offer, which makes this convert super well with cold traffic. This model has infinite scale as well because of how we set up the delivery infrastructure. And most importantly, the recurring revenue continues to stack and compound over time like a snowball gaining momentum. And this is all done without taking a single sales call. Now you might be thinking, okay, Dan, this sounds great, but does it actually work? Well, Jess ran this system, and in her first week of launching, she got 54 subscribers and added $7,708 in monthly recurring revenue to her business. Then we have Ibrahim, who closed 17 subscribers in just 5 days. Again, no sales calls, completely on autopilot. Then we have Josh. I'm 7 days into running ads for the subscription funnel. Results so far, 11 subscribers at $97 a week USD. I'm breaking even on ad spend after getting someone to take the paid in full option today, which means I've gotten my subscribers for free. If you haven't gotten wheels in motion, hurry up and get this thing live. Then we have Oliver, who didn't even run ads. All he did was ran an email promo to his email contact list. And in 7 days, he signed up over 115 new members into his community. Then we have another client, Swapnil, launched the system and got 10 subscribers in his first 2 hours. Then we have Kat. She got 11 new subscribers in just 3 days. We've got Scotty, got 17 new subscribers in a single week. We have Alvin, 73% profit margin, and added $5,000 in monthly recurring revenue in just 7 days. These aren't marketing geniuses. They're not special. They're coaches just like you who implemented the system. The only difference was they stopped trying to make high ticket work and switched to a model that actually compounds instead of resets. Now look, if you've made it this far, you're probably thinking one of a few things. So let me just address them head on. The first one is around ads. You might be thinking, Dan, ads are expensive. What if I just waste a bunch of money and it doesn't work? Which is totally valid. I thought the same thing when I ran my first ad too. But here's the reality of how the math actually works. My clients are spending somewhere between $50 to $100 to acquire a subscriber. That subscriber is paying them $97 every single week. So within 1 week, they've almost made their money back. Within 2 weeks, they've doubled it. And within a month, they've quadrupled it. And that's not even counting the upsell sequences. When you factor those in, most of my clients are actually profitable on day one. The ad spend gets covered by the upsells, and then the weekly recurring revenue is pure profit. So you're not really spending money on ads. You're putting $1 in and getting $5 out. And that's not an expense. That is a freaking money printer. The second thing you might be wondering is about the type of clients that this attracts. Like, won't $97 a week bring in a bunch of broke, unserious people who don't do the work? This is actually one of the biggest myths in the coaching industry, and I get why people think that way. We've been conditioned to believe that a higher price equals a higher quality client. But here's what I've found after running this model for years. The subscription structure actually filters for commitment over time. Somebody who pays you $97 every single week for 6 months, 9 months, 12 months, that person is way more committed than someone who paid $5,000 once and then disappeared after 2 calls. High-ticket clients often pay and then they vanish. They've got the dopamine hit of making the investment, but they just don't follow through. Subscription clients stick around. They stay engaged because they're paying every week. They show up, they do the work, they get results, which means better testimonials, better retention, better business. And the price isn't what determines the client's quality, it's the structure. Third thing, you might be wondering that this is going to kill your high ticket offer. Like, if you switch to subscriptions, does that mean you can never sell high ticket again? No, not at all. What it does is replace the worst parts of high ticket, the parts you hate. You're not going to miss the sales calls, trust me. You're not going to miss handling objections for 45 minutes. You're not going to miss waking up on the first of every month, stressed out of your mind, wondering where your next client is coming from. Those parts are completely gone. What you will have is recurring revenue that compounds every single week, clients who sign up without you or having to convince them on a call, and a business that actually gives you your life back. And you can still offer high ticket on the back end if you want to, one-on-one coaching, done for you services, VIP intensives, mastermind experiences, whatever. But now you're selling those offers to people who already know you, already trust you, and have been paying you for months. That's a completely different conversation than trying to close a stranger on a cold sales call. Way easier close, way higher conversion rates, way less resistance. So no, this doesn't kill high ticket. It actually makes high ticket easier to sell when you do want to offer it. Now, the fourth thing is speed, right? You might be wondering, how fast can you actually get this launched? How fast can you get results with this? Because if this is some, wait 6 months and hope it works type of thing, that's not going to cut it. You need money now. Look at how quickly right here some of my clients are growing. Ibrahim launched on a Sunday. By Friday, he had 17 subscribers, 5 days. Jess had 54 subscribers in her first week. Oliver brought in 115 new members in 7 days using just the Lazy Profit sequence. That's organic, no ads, just promoting to his existing audience. This moves fast if and when you implement it. You can run the Lazy Profit sequence to your email list and to your Instagram followers this week and start signing subscribers immediately, even before you spend a single dollar on ads. And the system, it's already built. You're not creating everything from scratch. You're plugging into templates, funnels, and frameworks that are already proven. All you have to do is customize them for your offer. And the last one, the niche objection. You might be thinking, Dan, okay, this sounds great, but my niche is different. I don't think subscriptions will work for what I'm teaching, right? And I've heard this literally hundreds of times, and every single time it works anyway, because the subscription model isn't really about your niche. It's about the structure. It's about how you package your offer, how you price it, and how you deliver ongoing value. I've seen this work for fitness coaches, business coaches, relationship coaches, mindset coaches, health coaches, real estate coaches, marketing coaches, spiritual coaches, basically every niche you can think of. If you have expertise that people will pay for on an ongoing basis, this model works. The only question is whether you're willing to try something different than what everyone else is doing. Now, let me show you how the revenue actually stacks with this model, because once you see the math, everything's going to click. Let's just say in month 1, you get 20 subscribers in your first month at $97 a week. You've just added $8,000 in monthly recurring revenue to your business. Now, let's say month 2, you do the same, you sign another 20 subscribers. Now you're at $16K in monthly recurring revenue. The third month, you do the same, you sign another 20. Now you're at $24,000 a month in monthly recurring revenue. And after 6 months, you've got 120 subscribers at $48,000 in monthly recurring revenue. And you've seen my testimonials. You've seen some of these guys and girls getting 17 subscribers in just 5 days, not in a month. And if you see what's happening right now, all of this compounds. Every month, you're not starting from zero. You're starting from wherever you left off, plus new subscribers. And that's also assuming 0 upsells, 0 back-end offers, and 0 referrals. Add those in, and you're looking at 50K, 60K, 100K months with a fraction of the work. No sales calls, no stupid launches, and no monthly reset. That's the power of recurring revenue. Now look, from here, you've really got 2 paths. Path A, you close this video and go back to what you were doing, right? More sales calls, more launches, more grinding, more waking up on the first of every month, stressed out of your mind, wondering where your next client is coming from. And hey, maybe that works for you. Maybe you like the hamster wheel. Some people do. But if you're being honest with yourself, you know where that path leads. More of the same, maybe a bit more revenue, but a little bit more stress. It's just more complexity, higher expenses, lower profit margins, trading time for money until you either burn or you give up. Or we've got path B. You can implement what I just showed you. You build a subscription offer that signs clients without sales calls. You launch the lazy profit sequence to your existing audience. You set up the funnel, you turn on the ads, and you start stacking recurring revenue that compounds every single week. And in 90 days, you've got a completely different business, one that pays you whether you show up or not, one that gives you actual freedom. That's the path I took, and that's the path my clients took, and it's available to you right now. So here's what I want you to do. If you're a coach or a consultant doing at least $10,000 a month, and you're ready to escape the high-ticket hamster wheel and build something that actually compounds, shoot me a message on Instagram with the word profit. I'll drop my Instagram link in the description down below. And when you message me profit, I'll send you some more info about how we can work together to get the Subscription Vortex installed in your business. We do have a few different options, depending on where you're at and what you need. If you want to build it yourself with guidance, we've got a group program where I give you the entire system, the templates, the funnels, everything, plus live calls with me and direct access to me and the community. If you want hands-on support, we have a mastermind option with private calls and priority feedback. And if you just want the whole thing done for you, we can build your entire subscription funnel, write all your copy, create all of your ads, and hand you a launch-ready system. Whatever option makes sense for you, just shoot me a DM with the word profit, and we'll figure out the best path forward. Now look, I know investing in another program can feel like a risk. You've probably been burned before and spent money on shit that just didn't work. But here's how I think about it. One subscriber at $97 a week for a year is worth over $5,000. A handful of subscribers pays back your entire investment. Everything after that is pure profit. And unlike high ticket, where you have to close a client and then you have to go find another client, these subscribers, they keep paying you week after week, month after month. You're not just buying a program, you're buying a revenue stream. So if you're ready to stop trading time for money and start building something that actually compounds, then DM me the word profit on Instagram. I'll drop a link in the description, and I look forward to seeing you on the other side.
Dan Suckling.
I want to talk to you about Dan Suckling.
Dan Suckling.
Dan Suckling. Dan Suckling.
Dan Suckling. He is a marketing freaking genius.
What he teaches for paid advertising, because it is bar none the single most impactful thing that has led to just exponential growth inside my business.
I don't think people understand what he can do for you.
In my first month, I did 19K in the first month.
My pipeline blew up.
Since implementing his strategies, I've tripled my monthly revenue.
The results have just been nuts. I had more clients come in this month than I ever would have imagined.
Dive into Dan's program. It is a no-brainer.
And in the last 10 days we've been on Dan's program, we've made a little over $6,500 in sales.
We were able to go from 20, 30 clients to over 200 clients in a 3-month time period, which is just absolutely bonkers.
I promise you, if you have this guy by your side, there is absolutely nothing he won't do. He will go through hell and high water to ensure you get the result, okay? This guy's got a huge heart.
If you guys are struggling, you guys need to hop in here.
You will not be disappointed.
I would stop sitting on the fence and I would just get stuck straight in.
Definitely, highly recommended.
Can't recommend it enough.
Best investment you can make.
I'm not sure what your alternative is, but he is the man. He will get you results. You just have to do the work. It's completely changed my life.